Okay, now let's log in as the client 1 admin. This is the default client 1 admin role. And then let's try to create some additional users. So we can click the plus sign. No, actually, let's create some roles first. Don't save it. Let's go to role and click the plus sign. Call it SPM team manager. SPM team manager role. And let's select the client as we're not interested in the org for the moment. Let's select the user level as a client. And that's it. Leave everything else. We can change the menu tree to a default menu later. But for now, or you can select the main menu also. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's select the main menu. And preferred level is the client level. Access all orgs. That's it. Save it. Okay, let's add another role, SPM team member. And also at the client level, preferred level, client, access all org. Yeah, rest everything is fine. Save that as well. So now we have, if we change to the grid view, or if we do a search, let's see. So as a system administrator role, there is only one. That is for the super user. And under client 1, we have the client 1 admin and client 1 user default roles, as well as the SPM team member role. Oh, SPM team member, let's add the other one, SPM team manager. User level client, preference level client, access all orgs. That's it. Save that. Now if we do a query, and if we do a grid view, okay, so there is a client admin, client user created at the time of setting up the client one, and also the SPM team manager and SPM team member also under client one. All right, now let's go ahead and create some users. So we go to user. So if you look at, okay, let's do a Let's go to user and then click the plus sign. Go to the plus sign. That's we are creating a blank user and give it as organization itself. So we'll call this user 2. So we have a user 1. This is user 2. Description, we can say ordinary user or resource type user team member. Okay, save that. Let's add another user. We'll call him team manager user. Or I'll just call it manager 1 user. And under user, save that. And under user roles, let's add, let's see what all is available. So if we search SPM, we have team member and team manager. So for this particular role, I'll give team manager. Save it. And the other user, which is user 2, we will add team member. Similarly for user 1. So for user 1 also, we will for user 1 close this as well. Okay, let's check roles again. So under roles, user assignment, so system administrator is only super user and system. Client 1 admin is, this role is applicable to super user and client 1 admin. Client 1 user is super user, client 1 admin, and user 1. Let's add user 2 as well. So if we go back, so user 1 and user 2 both having the client one user role, and also SPM team manager. So client one MGR1 user is a SPM team manager. I'll also add the no, I should go to the user record. So here I have client one SPM manager role. I'll also add the client one user role. Alright, these roles are usually needed to allow some default accesses. Okay, so if I search for role, now if I go to user contact and cannot search. Alright. So now let me log out and see if I can log in as user 1, for example, user 1. Yeah, so I have two roles. No, actually, I have only the client user role available now. I also have user 2. Entry manager. No, okay, so user 1 and manager 1. User 2 and manager 1, I need to reset the password. So let's log out. Let's log in back as client 1 admin. And I will go in as admin role. And then I'll go to the manager 1 user. And here I can set the password. Set the password to something you're going to test with. Save it. Similarly for user 2, set the password to something that you know for testing purpose. Go out of the field to let iDempiere know that you have made a change. Save it. Okay, now let's try to log in as user 2. Okay, I'm able to log in as user 2, and user 2 has the team member role and client 1 user role. The team member role doesn't have any menu assigned right now, so client 1 user may be the right role to test it. So if the correct role is set up, you will see if the role is set up with the correct menu, And if we change the role to the needed role, the menu will also change accordingly. We have to set up the menu as well. We have to create and configure the menu items. All right, that's it for this video.